Possum.
Toot toot.
Toot toot, everybody. Toot toot, it's Big Al and Possum. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good, Big Al. How are you?
It's great to hear, Possum. I'm doing fine. I'm doing just fine. It's my favorite night of the week.
You wasn't asking about me, was you?
I was asking about your new bad life.
Oh.
Who we got a toot toot from in the chat. Also, CD Breakfast. Children's Day Breakfast. You might remember that name from earlier days.
I remember when he was Children's Day, yeah.
Children's Day Breakfast.
Now it's just CD
Interesting
breakfast.
name. Interesting name, that one.
You know who eats CDs for breakfast?
Who does?
Computers.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They wake up first thing. Give me a little juice out of that socket. Then I'm going to open my mouth. I'm going to eat a CD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me that R. Kelly CD.
Okay. Why would you be putting that in there?
He doesn't make the best breakfast choices.
Okay. It's an irresponsible PC.
He's just a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm told R. Kelly likes that. So, your new bad life says I'm on a business trip in Stamford, Connecticut.
It stinks, he says.
My cousin lives in Stamford, Connecticut. Insulting my cousin's hometown. Not hometown. He moved there.
Well, he's doing business, and business stinks.
Yeah. Business does stink. And it is a boring town. That's a fact. That's a fact there. But you're not a long train ride from the city, your new bad life, unless you already live in the city. I don't know. But Mrs. Dillius is here. Toot toot. Mrs. Dillius, nice to see you.
She's not a boring city.
Did I say Mrs. Dillius is a boring city?
No, but I'm saying, well, there's a person.
Oh, it was a segue.
Yeah.
All right. It was good. It was a really good one.
I know it's good.
Yeah, it was
just because you don't like it don't mean it ain't good.
You had your head down like you were, like I'd put you out or something.
Sometimes you frustrate me as a partner.
Yeah, I understand that. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm in a lot of partnerships, and they're all, for some reason, I'm the worst one in all of them.
Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
CD Breakfast says Connecticut should be merged with Massachusetts. I don't know about that. I feel like Massachusetts would just take over Connecticut, would just pummel them to bits.
Is that because of how it's shaped?
No, I'm talking about the personality of Connecticut people versus Massachusetts people. They're hardier people.
Because Maine's kind of got like a steak shape. It's almost like a piece of steak.
Yeah.
And Connecticut's just like a little dangle.
Well, no, not Maine, Massachusetts.
Oh.
It's two sort of dangles. They're both dangles.
They're both dangles.
They're both basically dangles. They're both little slivers. They're both little slivers inside a sandwich. Atop which is Maine.
Depwich.
Let's see. Keep the D senators somehow, I guess, says CD Break. Oh, right. Yeah, we're still talking about merging Connecticut with Massachusetts. There's one problem. In my mind, I'm thinking about it. I'm imagining Massachusetts and Connecticut merging, and I'm imagining all of a sudden you got all these hardy northeastern Massachusetts type massholes, I think they call them, just barging into all the corner stores and everywhere in Connecticut, just being real powerful, taking over the whole state. But then I think about Connecticut, and I think about the Battle of Hastings.
Oh my God.
That's what it makes me think of, because you have the hardy Anglo-Saxons, and then you have the Norman conquerors, and you wouldn't have thought that the slender Norman conquerors would have won that, but boy did they win that! Boy did they win it! And history was made that day in 1866.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Because I'm not much of a groomer. I'm doing this because I'm bored.
Yeah. I'm boring, Mr. Possum.
You are boring the tits off me.
Yeah. Well, can I have one?
Ha! Toot toot.
Toot toot. Well, we got a trip we're taking tonight.
I love going on trips.
We're going on a little voyage through some of the great memories of television past. Television long gone.
Cool.
We're gonna check out some sitcoms of history, and we're gonna see what happens. See what happens when we jump into great moments of sitcom history.
I mean, I'm sitting down.
Yeah.
You know, let's sit down and do some comedy. That's what it's based on.
Sit down comedy. You got your stand-up comedy, and you got your sitcom comedy.
That's right.
Those are the two kinds.
And I'm sitting down, so I'm ready.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Situational is also, now that I think about it, is also sitting.
I guess.
Because you-ational, and you're sitting.
You-ational. Oh my God.
Yeah?
If you don't take us
Did
on
that make
this
sense?
trip but quick, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm not sure it made sense.
It didn't.
You can't affirm that you can't help me out at all?
No, I just can't.
Now, see, that's a problem. Diving into something with a comedy partner who can't help you out a little bit. See, listen to me. I'm floundering here. I'm going. Oh, I'm saying words that don't make any sense.
Uh-huh.
I just said it's situational because it's you-ational and you sit on it or something like that, and that doesn't make any sense. But you know, a good comedy partner would turn that into something. Would take those words flying out of my mouth and mold it into comedy gold.
I guess, but it's kind of like if we was chefs in a restaurant, you know.
Sure.
And we worked together to
Sure.
make meals.
Yeah.
And you just
like we do on the weekends
and you just took a big
at
old
our restaurant.
big old dump on a plate, and you're like, "All right, finish that. I gotta go." And I'm
Yeah,
like,
could you-
"I can't make that into a souffle."
Could you plate that for me?
Yeah,
I don't have time to garnish this.
there ain't enough garnish in the world for that turd.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you did.
Right.
You made me a turd.
You ate it anyway.
I didn't eat it. I left it. I pushed it away and said, "No, thank you. I don't eat turds no more."
I mean, I left the room. You pushed it away, and then I left the room, and I saw on the closed circuit camera you went to town on that.
Oh, you saw
I saw
that?
it. Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah. It's pathetic.
I got habits. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, you do.
I got
You're an
habits.
animal.
Yes.
You shouldn't have. Listen, you shouldn't have to defend your eating habits. Whatever you want to eat. You're a wild animal, but you should be a more supportive comic partner. Can we just say that? Can we just agree upon that?
No, we can agree that you caught me eating poop, but that's about it. I like brown food.
Yeah,
I like
anything brown.
Thanksgiving food, you know,
Yeah.
and I like poop.
Thanksgiving food and poop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's dive in.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We are going back to as early as, I believe, the 1970s with this classic scene.
Oh, so 70s.
Yeah. I gotta get my head into the thing. Oh!
All right, I'm gonna make this here hamburger and hand it to you.
Okay, we gotta make a dozen hamburgers and eat them before the boss gets back.
Oh, but that's
I
impossible.
took too long on my break, and now we have to eat a dozen hamburgers in the next 15 minutes.
You know, can I, while I'm molding this hamburger between my hands, can you tell me what the hell you do on your breaks that takes so long?
Well, to be true, I load hamburgers into my car. I throw a bunch of hamburgers into the back of my car. I'm stealing hamburgers from work.
Stealing hamburgers?
Shh! Will you quiet down?
You're stealing hamburgers, you worthless sumbitch.
Look, they pay us barely anything. I got a couple of kids. I got a husband who won't get off the couch. So yeah, I steal hamburgers.
I just came up with a term that might describe what you are as a person. I just invented it.
Okay, what's that?
It's like you're a hamburglar.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing a little burgling of hamburgers. Yeah,
You get it? Because it's your burglar.
yeah. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. I don't know that it makes a ton of sense because the thing about combining words with hamburger is that it's already a combined word. It's already a word that doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hamburglar sounds like somebody who steals actual hams.
Yeah.
Whereas a hamburger is a guy from Hamburg.
Yeah.
So I wonder.
Uh-huh.
Now here's the thing I wonder.
Yeah.
If you were a burglar and you lived in Hamburg, Germany, wouldn't you then be the Hamburglar? Wouldn't that be the Hamburglar? Am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that?
I mean, I think that you're overthinking this stuff when you should be overthinking, should I be stealing meat things from work and putting meat things and putting them in my hot car? You can't, you dumb son bitch. Them hamburgers is gonna be ruined by the time we get off work.
No, actually, they're fine. It's nicely grilled ground meat. They turn out fine. They always taste fine when I get home. Possum, I'm wondering if you aren't a bit of a snitch to the management, because the way you're reacting to this, you're acting like I don't have a right to the products that I'm creating here at my job. Like I have no investment in the quality of these burgers. Like if I need these burgers to feed my family, I don't have a right to take them, I suppose.
That's so sad.
I'm wondering, Mr. Possum, if you would be interested in organizing a little burger union here. Are you going to snitch to the management if I say something like that?
I mean, I do hang out with the manager
you do?
Pretty regular, but we never talk business.
You're friends with the foreman here at the burger factory?
Here's how I handle that. When I go out to lunch with the foreman while you're stealing stuff.
You go out to lunch with the foreman?
Yeah.
Wow.
What I do is I don't tell him what people are doing.
Okay.
That's bad.
That's good. That's
but
cool
I
to hear.
do sing the praises of the employees that work at the burger factory that do pretty good.
Now, what's pretty good? It's pretty good by your estimation, trying to organize a union and filling your car up with burgers while the boss is out to lunch with a company snitch.
Now, here's what it sounds like.
But did I just describe a perfect employee?
No, it's kind of more like this. I'll be like, you know who isn't stealing burgers? Ronnie. Ronnie's a good employee, and he'll be like, that sounds great. And I'll be like, oh man, you know who else isn't stealing burgers? Jiminy.
Now, you know Jiminy is stealing burgers, right?
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is.
Jiminy's as honest as it comes.
There's nothing dishonest about taking the burgers that you make. This is what, we really got to get you reading some stuff.
What?
I got some pamphlets. Will you kind of like lean in a little bit? And
Why?
I guess it's a little late in this scene for you.
It was
for
fine
you to
the
have
way it was.
Now it's way worse now. I did not help. I did not help with your face.
Don't ever touch my face with them nasty burger hands. Keep your filthy black and white hands to yourself.
Wow, see, you have like class issues with me, and I'm your class. We have the same job, and you're talking down to me just
I'm
because
on the management track, and I don't steal.
You're not on the management track.
Yes, I am.
You're like that sheep that leads the other sheep into the slaughterhouse. You talk down to all the other employees, and you snitch on them. You hang out with the foreman. He's never going to give you anything. He's never going to give you a raise. He's going to use you for this whole. I mean, he's basically, you are being used, and you're going to be in this job for the rest of your life, and you're never going to get a burger for free by your own, basically by your own treachery. You're never going to get a burger for free.
Well, you're like the sheep that goes around wearing a fancy wool coat while the rest of us is all bald and stuff. You got extra sheep fur.
I am like that. Yeah. I mean, I do just...
We don't like that.
I do just roll around in my extra burgers when I get home.
I know.
I take so many burgers. Oof. Woof. You wouldn't believe it.
I know, I don't like it.
You wouldn't believe... First of all, you wouldn't believe the smell of my apartment.
Probably smells like old damn meat.
It smells... Yeah, it smells like someone who steals 24 burgers every day from their job and then eats maybe 6 of them.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like in my
think
apartment.
you've got a meat hoarding problem.
Yeah, I actually have a really comfy chaise that I watch TV on, and it's made of burgers. I sit on burger buns to watch television.
Shoo-wee, you are gonna get some kind of infection.
Oh, I have lots of infections. Yeah, no question there.
Good God.
I'm riddled with disease and infection. So anyway, about organizing to get a company healthcare plan. What do you think about that? Because I have I'm in pretty desperate shape here.
Yeah. Well, if I was an insurance person,
yeah,
I wouldn't insure somebody that sits around on a chair made of old meat. I'd be like, I think he's kind of high risk.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just me.
But I mean, wouldn't the responsibility for that risk, does that not fall on the company that I work for? Because the company makes the burgers?
Sit on no hamburger chair.
Oh, here we go. Company didn't make me sit on my burger chair.
They didn't.
Burgers that I stole that are their product. Come on. You think people aren't... You think there aren't enough people sitting on these burgers across the country?
Look, if you look at the fine print, it says these burgers are not meant to be sit on like a chair or a chaise.
Does it say not meant to be sit on like a chair?
Yes.
Okay.
I wrote it.
Yeah, you did. They also... Now, they don't pay you for your copywriting, right? You
No.
just do that to suck up to the boss.
I do that because I'm on the management track. I chip in.
Yeah, they tell you part of being on the management track is doing a bunch of extra work off hours for free. Is that what they tell you?
It's because
man.
It's because I don't have much experience and I have to show them I can do a good job.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I do some copywriting. I chase the snakes out of the factory.
Okay.
I make sure I vacuum everything.
You clean up here.
I take the snake skins and I put them in your locker, and then they disappear, and you don't ever say anything, which makes me wonder what you're doing with them snake skins.
I mean, look, I like shoes. I like boots. I like fancy
You
stuff.
make boots out of the skins?
Yeah, I make boots out of snake skins.
The ones that they shed, the real thin ones?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my.
They're terrible boots.
Oh,
Awful looking boots.
Fall apart in the rain, you dumbass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wear hardly anything that doesn't fall apart in the rain. My snakeskin boots and my hamburger bun jacket. So, since you clean up the factory,
yeah,
I do have to apologize to you for the fact that I don't use my bathroom breaks. I just go right here.
Yeah, you sure do. That's not a toilet.
Yeah.
That is a chair.
Well, I mean, I got to save up some of that break time so that I have time to load my 24 burgers a day into my car.
See that big fluffy hat you're wearing?
Yeah.
Shit in that.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah,
I don't think I will.
Shit in your hat.
I don't think I will.
Oh, also on your break while you're sitting in your hat, would you mind doing me another favor?
I'm not thinking I'm going to be doing you any
Would
favors.
you piss up a rope?
Oh, burn. You got me.
I got you.
Respect for that.
Yeah.
Respect for that. But anyway, stop
Just
being
do better.
Stop being a scab and a snitch.
Okay. Stop being a bad boy.
Yeah, and stop. Stop doing a bunch of work for free. You're devaluing everybody else's. Oh wow, this is getting really getting a little too real. But you should come to the meeting later.
Yeah, I probably won't. I'm probably gonna be telling the bosses about your little chair.
Okay, about the chair.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell them about the chair, not about the meeting.
I'm gonna tell them about the little chair you sit on, because I know you got cuts on your butt, and you're gonna be getting an infection on them little cuts from the meat.
How do you know I've got cuts on my butt?
I clean up after you every day.
Okay.
And you've got little blood spots on that chair you sit on.
Yeah.
So that's the little detective work that I've done. You bleed from your butt quite often.
Well, yeah, but it's not cuts. It's the many parasites that have swum up my keister from my hamburger chair.
How about that?
Yeah.
I think that you're a kind of architect of your own misery.
In many ways, I've never thought about it, but that may be true.
Yeah.
I do live a really sad, awful life.
You're like a one-man pinhead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But you're also
a one-man pinhead, huh? Unlike Pinhead himself.
No, but you terrorize yourself. You're Pinhead and Frank put together.
Yes. Okay, I see. I see.
Remember Frankel's Skinless Frank?
I remember Skinless Frank.
Yeah.
So, sucked his way back to life, sort of like you did. All right.
Never gonna let me live that down.
No. You're forever the guy who sucked his way back to life, like Frank.
I did it the honest way. I was on the management track to center bites too.
the honest management track of Cinnabites.
Yep.
All right. Oh,
nanner.
I can't see. I want to lean forward, but it's a horrifying image when I do.
Nanner, Fonzie.
Oh, hey, I'm a 50s guy, and this is how we stand. This is how everybody's standing now.
Are you made of wax?
What's the other guy's name? Do you remember?
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard! You old checkerboard loser over there.
Oh my God. Fonzie wasn't hateful.
You old loser over there. We don't stand like that in our sweater vests. No, we stand like this in our leather jackets. Baby!
You're a bully. Coming in here talking that way to Opie.
Oh, is it Opie?
That's Opie.
Okay. Opie! Come on, stand like this with me. We're standing like this. We're doing a one-move dance where you don't move. That's what happens now at my birthday party.
Do you know what planet I came from, Fonzie?
Did you come from the planet Greenland?
No, I came from the planet get the hell out of my house and quit being a bully.
Is this your house?
Yeah.
Do you always dress just in a onesie pajama suit in your house?
When I'm comfy.
Okay.
I'm in my cuddle duds.
All right.
And you come in here, and I'm about to pop a balloon on your head.
You're going to pop a balloon on my head?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to deafen you.
Are you going to rub it on my head first? Ruin my hair? Ruin my cool hair?
Of course.
Bustin' nuts here. Toot toot, bustin' nut. Always gets a giggle.
I look like I'm a Teletubby, don't I?
You do. You do. You look very silly. Now, I like that there would be a whole planet of people just dressed like that. Like they wouldn't go, I think I'll wear a little something different around my lower half today. Maybe throw some pants on over the thing. Like some cool jeans, like what Fonzie has on. Look at my cool jeans.
I don't like that style. I like this style that I've got.
It's not very flattering.
Why?
It's just sort of what is it, amorphous?
You're amorphous. Your entire body's amorphous.
Doesn't have a look at how well my shape is accented and caressed by these cool duds I have on. And then on the other hand, look at Opie and look at what a doofus he looks like in his sort of saggy sweater vest, his Oxford shirt, and his pleated Dockers.
You're
no
describing
thanks.
someone who's dressed nice.
He's not dressed nice.
Leave my buddy alone.
He's dressed like a nerd who's a dad.
You coming? I'm about to pull a little space gun on you.
I don't think you're going to do anything. I don't think you're going to do anything to me because I can help you bang chicks on this planet.
I don't want to bang nobody.
What?
I want to take this little space gun and turn it on you and turn you into stew.
You could turn me into stew?
Oh my God, I could turn you into stew. Fonzie. I could put you in a little bowl, put some shredded cheese on you and have you.
I think that kind of sounds cool. I think being stew sounds cool.
You want to be a bowl of stew?
I mean, I've always liked stew. I think the ladies love stew. It sounds cool. I'd probably have some good moves. I'd jiggle really well if I was stew.
You'd be cold stew.
I would have these tender chunks of morsels of meat and potatoes.
What if I kept you in the fridge, but I never warmed you up and you was just cold and growing stuff? How'd you like that, Fonzie?
Rotten stew.
Yeah.
How would I like being rotten stew?
Yeah.
Not as much.
That's what we do.
Definitely not as much. Definitely in my mind, when I think of myself as a bowl of stew, I imagine like I'm a hot, like hearty, jiggly bowl of stew.
You would think that, but you're one of the most unattractive bowls of soup I will ever make out of somebody.
I doubt that very much. I don't think I could be a bad bowl of stew.
Mm-hmm. I can tell. I know a bad bowl of stew people when I look at them, and I'm looking at them.
This scene's going great.
Let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh!
Look at my stupid head. All right, gotta get in there. Oh!
I want you to quit leaving Jimmy's in the bathroom. You understand?
I don't understand. But what's wrong with leaving Jimmy's in the bathroom?
You're supposed to throw them in the trash can, not just dangled over the faucet.
Well, I've got to dry them out somehow.
Dry them out? Are you reusing Jimmy's?
I'm reusing Jimmy's.
Oh, Blanche.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to put that thing back on.
What? I mean, what else would you do with it?
You throw it in the trash.
Oh, sure. Throw it in the trash so it goes in a landfill. I see. Understand.
That's right. Because if I see another Jimmy dangling over my faucet while I'm doing my face before bed, I'm going to have a conniption.
Oh, so you do your face before bed?
Do my face. I put some cream on.
Well,
I practice my sassy stuff in the mirror.
Yeah. Now, where are you getting that cream at? Just curious.
I don't know what you're getting at. That cream comes from my cabinet.
Just seems like maybe we could scratch each other's backs with this whole situation.
What the hell you talking about, you horny sumbitch?
Why are you not putting two and two together here?
I don't do math. I'm 80 years old.
I'm talking about me buying you some cream and you buying me some disposable condoms.
All condoms are disposable, you little horny thing.
Not if they don't say disposable on them.
Another thing.
What?
I'm tired of hearing all that wet sex. I'm tired of it. If you're to live together with me, oh my God, it sounds like you're stabbing a watermelon every night.
Yeah.
Well, I need you to have quieter sex.
Well, first of all, I'm not stabbing a watermelon.
No, you're the melon.
I think you should know that. Oh yeah, I'm the melon.
It's so saucy.
And I know you're a little bit jealous, but you should know I am quite a melon. I'm a summer melon.
You're a rotten melon.
I'm not a rotten melon. Quit calling me rotten food.
You're a rotten melon.
Turning me into rotten food.
Well, you sound
all
like
the time.
A wet old summertime rotten melon getting stabbed with a frozen hot dog.
Okay, well that does accurately describe the scene.
Yes.
But I'm a very fresh, ripe
it.
melon, and also, you know, melons don't rot in the way that you're implying. They just sort of goo up.
Well,
and listen, I'm in my golden years. I'm gooed the hell up.
I know what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like somebody's playing with Nickelodeon Gak next door.
Yeah, they are.
All that wet, sticky stuff. I don't sleep well. I get up a lot to pee, as it is.
Yeah, by the way, you could tone that down a little too. Sounds like you're frying chicken in there.
What?
I'm just saying you pee really loud. It always distracts my courtiers.
Look.
They're always like, is there a horse in the next stable?
Well, just be like, no, I live with a bunch of old ladies.
I live with a bunch of old ladies.
That's like
that doesn't explain the scenario.
About the pee in the middle of the night? Well, of course it does.
It doesn't explain why it sounds like Niagara Falls when you get up in the middle of the night to go pee.
It's just that I have these dreams where I'm drinking all this water, and I get up and I pee strong.
You do?
Yes.
Because of the dreams.
Because of the dreams about drinking water. And then I hear this old wet, slippy sex coming from your door.
Yeah.
And the thing, can I be honest?
What?
It turns me on and it bothers me. That confuses me.
Gross.
I need you to stop it.
Yeah. So you're too turned on.
I'm too turned on. It's too wet.
We need to get you a man, or like me, a different man every episode.
I don't need a man. I got the rolling pin. As a sex toy.
My good rolling pin? That was a family heirloom?
Yes.
That I got from my great aunt?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
My great aunt's rolling pin?
Rolling biscuits, baby.
You've been using the rolling pin?
Yeah, I use it on myself. But it's your fault because I get all worked up from all that wet sex. Maybe we should go to the next scene.
God damn it.
Oh my God.
Hey!
Fill this up.
Why?
I'm thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm drunk.
You know it's mostly full already.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Can you top it off there, sugar?
Really, it's against our policy to sell like a 10% of a mug of beer at a time. We tend to fill them up when you're done drinking that one.
Let me tell you about Velma.
What did Velma do?
Oh my God. This lady is my wife.
Yeah.
And she lives with me.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been acting strange lately, Sam Malone.
Don't dox me, man. Don't use my full name. Come
what?
on. Come on.
You're a famous baseball player, Sam Malone.
Oh, that's true. I guess I am already famous in my own bar.
Can you give me some advice about how to handle my wife?
Velma?
Yeah.
Now, is she a cave woman?
No.
She's not a cave woman. Velma?
Why the hell are you asking me that? I'm insulted. Now fill this beer up.
Velma, not Velma. I'm not thinking of Velma. Velma's from Scooby-Doo, right? Is she a Scooby-Doo? Is she a dog?
I'm pretty sure that's my wife's name.
Velma?
Yes. Anyway.
No, she's a Scooby-Doo, is what you're saying.
She's been acting strangely, Sam.
She a scrappy dude?
She's scrappy. She's been going through scraps on junk day out in the road.
Yeah, okay.
Taking all this stuff inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm supposed to live in it like it's some kind of old post-apocalyptic jungle gym in my house?
Okay, so
I'm
she's
Norm.
She's a scavenger.
She's a scavenger.
She's a metal scavenger, or
Yes.
like a junk scavenger, and also a bit of a hoarder. And her name is Velma.
Velma.
Now, Mrs. Dilius just chimed in the chat. She confirmed that it is Velma.
It's Vera.
No, it's Velma. She confirmed it.
Yeah.
So, Woody, what do you think of that? Woody, what do you have to say about that?
He's just gonna say something dumb and wholesome. Don't listen to him.
He's petrified. Look at him.
He looks a little scared.
He's scared of you. He's scared of what you're saying. He's never been in a house that was filled up with a junk day pile up.
I bet Carla knows what to do, but she's stuck too.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all look weird. Can y'all say something?
They're just freaked out by, I guess you just told a bad joke.
I wasn't telling a joke. I didn't even get to tell you my problem.
I mean, it does kind of sound a little bit like a joke. You describing your life does sound like a joke. And they're just like, they're offended by the joke that is your life. Whereas I'm like, that's funny. That's funny. Your wife makes you miserable. That's funny.
Well, what you been up to, Sam? Tell me about how's that hot date you went on last night?
Oh, it was hot. Boy, was it hot.
Oh, tell me, because I don't get none. Tell me all about it.
I'll tell you all about it. I went on a date with two of them roller skating ladies from one of them burger drive up joints.
Oh yeah, the Sonic.
Yeah, two roller skating beauties. We went to a movie. They sat on either side of me. It was pretty awesome.
You went on a date with two ladies?
I went on a date with two ladies.
Oh my gosh.
I took them out.
Sam.
I took them out to eat at the ballpark. Got them both a hot dog.
That's all you did?
And then we went back to my place, and of course we, made love. Like usual.
With both of them?
Oh, sure. Oh, of course.
Oh, Sam.
Yeah.
I love living vicariously through you.
Yeah. Well, and then we got up this morning, and then they all, the two of them went out and they scavenged for junk in people's yards, and they brought it back to my house, and they filled my house up with junk.
So we got the same dang problem, don't we?
We do.
Oh, Sam.
A little bit of symmetry in this world. So that's kind of, I guess that's the arc of this episode, is us realizing that whether you're married whether you're a long-suffering husband married to a wife who doesn't respect you, or a cool celebrity ex-baseball player dating twin skating waitresses, you're just going to end up with a bunch of junk in your house. And that was the story of that. And scene.
That's so good. All right, Your Honor. I'm not even going to look at you. I'm looking at my client, Yakov Smirnov. What are you going to have to say for yourself, Smirnov?
Now, what are you bringing your client in front of me about today? That's what the judge says.
He was caught dancing after 10.
Oh, no!
We have a law about that, don't we, Judge?
Listen, we have these laws for a reason. What's his name? What's your client's name?
Yakov.
Yakov. Hi, Yakov. So listen, we have these laws for a reason. A lot of people have been injured dancing after 10, and we just can't have it going on in our municipality. So if you could please knock that off. Dan, what are you guys offering as far as like a plea goes?
Well, I've decided to come up with a little plan to see how to correct this old son of a bitch. I'd like to have him danced to death.
You're his lawyer.
Yes.
And you want him danced to death.
Yes. I'm tired of doing this kind of case, and I want the people to stop doing it. So it's time to make an example out of my client.
Now, okay, is that your purview as the defense attorney for the city?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to have him dance until he dies.
I mean, that seems more like a prosecutor's like MO to punish people than yours. I mean, it seems like you should be trying to get these people off. And I was gonna kind of give him a slap on the wrist because it's just dancing.
Just dancing.
And nobody was hurt, right? Was anybody hurt when Yak Off danced?
Do you know why we have these laws, Your Honor, about these no dancing?
Oh, would you like to tell me a little bit about our laws?
I would.
Mr. Possum?
I feel like you don't get it, so yeah.
Okay.
In this town of ours, there's dancing after 10 only leads to lewdness.
It does.
I'm just an old country possum, but I gotta say, when the people dance and move their hips and legs around, it leads to sin and bad stuff. It's dirty.
It is dirty. I agree with you. I agree with you on all fronts, but wouldn't someone dancing to death be even more dirty, even more lewd, even more disgusting? And would it not degrade the fibers of our society even more if we started punishing people by making them dance to death, presumably after 10, because the kids are in bed?
No,
I raised that question.
It wouldn't be dirty because it wouldn't be sexy to see a man dance himself to death. The way he was dancing all sexy. He had a slice of pizza in his hand, and he said, and he did this little dance, and I said, I saw it.
Now, you're saying this wouldn't be sexy. You're saying we wouldn't make it sexy.
Once he started dying, it wouldn't be funny.
So what music? I'm trying to imagine someone dancing to death and it not being sexy, and it's difficult.
It would be a song that sounds like
difficult.
Boom, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, it'd be like that.
All right, okay. So if somebody did that until they were dead, if that song played until they were dead,
that wouldn't be dirty.
I agree that wouldn't be dirty, it wouldn't be sexy, but it would be pretty messed up, and we'd have to listen to that song for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Well,
Because also there's some nice little breaks and like some it's a boom doom, boom doom doom. I mean you could dance to that song for a long time because it's not even that high tempo.
Well, let's put some cobras in there.
Oh, okay. Now I see what kind of stuff you're going for. All right, yes. Okay, so Yak Off, you are sentenced to dance until you were dead in the Cobra Club to the Night Court theme tonight, and we're all going to come watch.
Excellent.
All right, cool. Next scene. Shut up!
You're my child.
Shut up!
You respect
Shut
me.
up!
Hey!
Shut up!
Hey!
Shut up!
Hey! Eat your oats.
Shut up!
Eat your oats.
It's not really your business whether or not I eat my oats, frankly, old man. I'm the future.
Father.
I'm the future. You're the past. Let me out of my chair so I can kick you in the foot.
If I let you out of that chair, you're gonna kick me in the foot?
Yeah.
You're gonna stay in that chair, you little son-bitch.
I'm actually gonna stab you in the I'm gonna stab you in the cloaca with my fork.
You can try.
Let me down. Let me down.
I'm your father.
I'm gonna stab you in the cloaca.
What's a cloaca?
It's that little bird hole you got down there.
What?
It's that little bird hole you got down there.
What bird hole?
You know, your daddy hole, your bird hole. Cloaca.
What?
You know, where I came out of.
Oh, my butt?
Well, your butt, you got a cloaca. It's different.
You came
It's the everything hole. It's the all-purpose hole.
You dumbass, you came out of an egg.
Well, right, but that egg came out of a cloaca.
And you're a little shit. You're a little deviled egg.
Yeah. I am.
You don't respect me.
I'm a deviled egg. They smeared mustard on me when I was born.
I did.
Yeah, you did. You made me the sassy little thing I am today. And now I would like to be let down so that I can pummel you about your private areas, about your dino hole.
Well, if you best me, then you can run this house. How about that?
Perfect. I'll take that deal.
You gotta dominate your father.
Yep, that will be no problem. Let me down.
Dinosaur law.
I got Chucky power.
Yeah, I know you got Chucky powers, but don't you think I know that? You can stay chained up at night. I know you got Chucky powers.
You know what I've always wondered about myself? Have you ever noticed the tone of my skin?
Yes.
You ever looked at the tone of my skin?
Yeah.
And then looked at the tone of your skin?
Right.
And then looked at the tone of mom's skin?
Yeah, this whole thing.
You ever thought about that?
Yeah.
You ever sat, you ever been in bed late at night with your head against your pillow and just thought a little bit about, what color your son is? You ever thought about that?
You ever thought about...
You ever put a little math there?
You're a little baby and you don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. And you ever try to accuse me of being a cuckold again, I'll kill you. When you grow up, your skin's gonna get green just like your daddy's.
Now, I said nothing about you being a cuckold.
You implied that the milkman or the mailman with the pink skin is who's your father.
Well, yeah, okay. So you've thought about who around the house, like who stops by regularly, also has like pink yellowish skin like me. You've thought about that.
Well, yeah, but he's not fully grown either. He's just a young hunky boy.
Right. He's not old enough to fertilize an egg.
Well, yeah, but
he is. He's old enough.
Color yet, so you don't count. Anyway, look. Don't ever imply that I'm not the king of this house. Look at my shirt.
Well, you won't be the king of this house for long because you're going to let me down, and boy, oh boy, am I going to set the tails of that shirt on fire.
And scene.
Yeah, let's get out of there.
That looks natural. That looks so natural.
I'm in a Del Toro movie or something, or I don't know. My face is being ripped. I'm like the abyss.
Can we not spend very much time here? I don't like being...
It's a nightmare.
I don't like
it's
being
an absolute
screeched.
nightmare. So listen, I need to talk to the nerd one for a second.
That's
boys.
me.
I'm gonna talk to the nerd one. Hey, nerd one. What happened here? What happened in the background? And can you explain what dimension my face is being sucked into?
I have a question. I have an answer.
Have you guys done a spell
What?
at which I am turned into a horrifying creature?
Yeah, we did. We're witches.
Oh, I hate it. It feels bad here. It feels terrible.
Yeah, you're gonna explode soon. You're like a hot dog in the microwave.
Undo the spell. Undo the spell.
When I wake in the morning, it's all right, 'cause I'm Savimus by the Bellamus.
It can't be the spell.
It is.
That cannot be the spell.
It's working. Give it time. It takes like 2 days.
Ah, come on.
It's all right, Amos.
All right. We got to get out of here before I explode.
Good. Here, it's the last one.
Yes, it is.
Your head is
And
so
you
small.
are so I didn't think about how this this looks like a scene from Beetlejuice.
It does.
It really does.
Looks like it's like somebody.
Everybody remembers this moment in Beetlejuice.
It's like I just tinkled a little bit of shrinking powder on your shoulder there.
Yeah. So anyway,
Lean up a little bit or something. You're freaking me out, Peg.
yeah. Did you call me Peg or Pig?
Peg.
Did you say Pig or Peg?
Peg.
All right. Now, could I get makeup over here because the light, as I lean forward, the light's hitting my forehead. Something fierce, something real fierce.
You don't look good.
I look bad, and I understand. I finally understand this show that we're on together because I look really, really awful. I look horrid, and that sort of makes your character make a little more sense. That he's married to like a monster. Of course,
Yeah.
you look like a monster too right now. Let's not forget that.
Well, I've had a hard day.
Uh-huh.
I've sold shoes all day to women.
Yeah. Well, that sounds especially bad.
It's the worst. All the guff that I deal with at the shoe store and being a bundy and stuff. Shit.
Smelling women's feet all day.
Oh, it's the worst smell.
Now, some people would probably be like, yeah, I get to go in and smell women's feet all day.
Yeah.
You ever thought about that? You ever thought about becoming one of those guys?
Yeah.
Or trading your job with one of those guys?
It depends what they do. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to sit here with my hand in my pants and just relax after work, and I don't want to be pestered for sex.
Now, when you put your hand in your pants on the couch, is that because you like the smell of inside of your pants?
Yeah, I like to smell my hand.
So you like the smell of inside of your pants, but you don't like the smell of women's feet. So here's what I'm thinking.
I'm not really a woman guy.
I'm thinking you should trade. I can tell that you're not really a woman guy because you have this beautiful wife who's the only thing wrong with her is that her face is horrifying. And you have this beautiful wife, and you spend all day caressing the bare feet of strange women, but you don't like it. I think you should trade your job with somebody who's super into feet, and get a job where you fit men's underpants. You go to like the underpants store, and you put underpants on men. That's what I think you should do.
You think so?
Al. Toot Toot Fuzzball 502. And Ice Cream Hendrix just subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Oh, yeah.
Twitch Prime. All right.
How about you fix your own life and quit making tossed salads with goddamn cigarette butts in them.
Uh-huh.
And then you tell me about my job where I sniff a foot.
Okay, I'm not going to do the first part, but I'm going to continue to do the second part.
It's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we should get out of here. All right. And that was a trip in very bright light from my bare forehead through the sitcoms of history.
How about that?
Yeah. Stude says Peg was a goddamn snack. That is so true. That gets truer every day.
Oh, yes.
CD Breakfast says, where's your daughter? Just curious. What was her name?
Kelly.
Is that right?
Kelly Bundy.
Kelly Bundy? That's
yes.
right. Yeah.
And you think I don't have a real TV?
I mean, I know you have old copies of TV Guide stacked up in your bathroom.
I do.
So,
I
know you have that.
I like the size of the book.
Uh-huh. Well, we're going to take... No. Excuse me so much.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. Possum!
Hey, Big Al.
I heard you tried out to become a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle this week.
I sure did. I gave it a shot. Met up for the audition and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They needed a new turtle.
Yeah. So did one of them die?
Yeah, Donatello died.
Donatello died.
He was good with machines.
Yeah, he does machines.
Yeah.
Did he get eaten by a machine?
Yeah, he got his arm caught in a thrasher.
Oh, wow.
So I went in for the audition, and they said, well, welcome.
R.I.P. Donatello.
Right.
By the way.
And they said, we don't really seem to be our type, And I said, what do you mean? You got a rat sitting over there with his dick sticking out of a robe? Who cares?
Uh-huh. Wait.
Splinter does not
Splinter's
tie
dick
up
was
his
sticking
robe.
out.
He does not tie up that robe.
Hmm.
And they said, okay.
Seems a little unseemly.
They said, okay, we'll get Mr. Possum, we'll give you a shot, but we got to ask you some questions.
Uh-huh.
And they said, are you a teenager? And I said...
And what'd you say to that?
I said, well, Ninja Turtles, I can't tell a lie. I am not a teenager. I'm much, much older.
Uh-huh.
And they said, okay, well, that's one of the things, but we'll keep going.
Okay.
And they said, Mr. Possum, are you a mutant? And I said,
that?
A mutant.
A mutant?
Yeah.
Well, that seems like a maybe to me.
And, well, I said, I'm not going to lie. I'm not normal, but I'm not really a mutant. I'm just a big old country possum, a simple one. And they said, oh, well, that's kind of important.
Right, yeah, that's 2 of 4.
They kind of talk amongst themselves. And they said, okay, well, Mr. Possum, are you a ninja? And I said, actually, I am. I've trained in karate chops and roundhouses and throat punches and bites and all sorts of stuff that you learn in karate class. And they seemed a little bit impressed, and they said, okay, maybe we can make this work. We're mutants, after all.
I mean, it didn't sound like you described all the skills that a ninja has.
I pretty much did.
Okay.
I pretty much did.
Okay.
And then they said, well, last question, are you a turtle? And I said, guys, I'm not gonna lie.
Possum never lies.
You know, I am not I'm not a turtle. I'm not an amphibian.
Yeah.
But I have to admit,
I'm surprised you had to spell it out that thoroughly.
I have to admit I am a amphibian about doing karate, because that was a complete lie. Toot toot.
Toot, toot. I am amphibian. That's really good.
That's pretty good, toot
That's
toot.
a good one. I am amphibian about doing all that ninja stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I know.
I shouldn't be saying that was good so much because it kind of drives the value of the other ones down. But I really enjoyed that.
Good. I'm glad
All
you
right.
did. I like to pleasure you.
Toot Toot, I was Game Genie is here. And also, what did, I think our friend John Peesheimer, it seems to have logged into his Twitch account just to add this little stinger to your story. He said, Donatello died of a staph infection.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
I think next time you tell that story, you could add that in. Of course, it's not true to the story itself.
Yeah.
But you could throw that in as a joke.
Maybe he was using that old sewer staff like old Golden Girls using a rolling pin
Now, what was that?
as a sexual device.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be one way to get a staph infection.
Yeah.
Is to use a staph.
With it sitting around sewer stuff.
Yeah. Gross.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Take a break. I'm going to turn this light down a little bit because I really hate looking at my sweaty old face right now.
We got a guest.
And we have a great guest joining us tonight. Sean Smith is here. He will be here in 1 minute exactly. So stick around. Toot toot, everybody. Let's find out what the dogs are up to.
Yeah. This is your captain speaking.
Toot toot, everybody!
Toot toot.
We are back with our old pal, Sean Smith.
I got a stupid hat.
Oh.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
This hat, You ever worn a cowboy hat, John?
I know. No, I haven't.
You never
I
worn,
know. You ever worn a cowboy hat? I know.
never worn a cowboy hat?
Yeah, I totally know.
Do they fit weird on your head too, or just because I'm a possum?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the deal. I think
Yeah.
it's because you're a possum.
It wasn't made for me.
No, I think they're made for cowboys.
Well, this is Sean Smith. This is a funny man. This is a funny man.
Yeah, he is.
That's who I am, guys.
He's a
Sean
funny
Smith, I'm
guy.
a funny man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's who I am.
Now, watch this. You don't look funny.
Hey, that's a good tag.
You like that?
I do.
Now,
I do.
you just put out an album. You just put out a comedy album.
Yeah. Yep. I did. I put out a comedy album. I did it all by myself.
All by himself.
Nobody asked me
I love
questions.
that.
Yeah.
And what's
I
it
love
called?
It's called You Don't Look Funny because that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
It's good. It's fun. Yeah, check it out. It's on all the places with all the things. Name a place, real quick. Somebody name a place that you would find music.
iTunes.
There, it's there.
What was that place called? FYE in the mall.
It is also in FYE.
Camelot Music.
Camelot Music. It is there. I remember Camelot.
Roadrunner Video.
Nope. Did they have music there?
No.
I didn't think so.
You could find music.
What kind of music did they have at Roadrunner Video?
Well, you just you would go back behind into the little room with the lockers and stuff, and people would have. There'd be like a stereo back there, and people would have CDs stacked up, kind of by the stereo.
The break room.
Yeah, I guess it was a break room. I guess it was the break room at Roadrunner Video. But yeah, you could find CDs there. A lot of good
Nothing
stuff
but
there.
Smash
A lot of good stuff there.
That's where Big Hal went for his new releases. He
Oh,
just went to
okay.
the
That's
break
where I
room.
got most of my CDs when I was a teenager. Was from the Roadrunner break room.
And he calls me trashy.
I just thought it was another room of rentals.
Kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you give it back, it's a rental.
Did you give it back?
What do you mean give it back? What's that?
Shit.
What are you talking about?
This phrase I'm unfamiliar with.
You guys went to Roadrunner. You guys drove to Roadrunner,
Oh no.
picked out a movie, rented it, and then brought it back. Is that what you guys are saying?
You lost me at went to Roadrunner. Like at that point, that was the end of the sentence for me.
Okay.
Shoot,
Well, where did you guys get your CDs? Where'd you guys steal your CDs from? Sean, where'd you steal your CDs?
Circuit City.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice. Good choice to steal from there. You drove them right out of business.
Yep, sure did.
Smart.
Very smart.
Didn't drive anybody out of business, by the way, stealing CDs from the break room.
I don't know. Roadrunner,
See, it's
Roadrunner
responsible.
doesn't exist anymore. So
No, but I didn't. I'm not the one who did it.
hard to say.
You know what I mean? I don't know. If anything, I gave them more business because I took property from their employees. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
I'm accelerationist
Oh my
when it
God.
comes to making making these big corporations money.
Yeah, that's it.
They had to buy their CDs again.
That's it.
It's part of the system. I'm factored into the system. Making CDs cheaper for everybody else by stealing them from the common person instead of stealing them from the mall, which would make them more expensive.
So anyway,
You guys aren't getting on board with me
I'm
here.
sorry, no,
You guys aren't getting the science
I'm
of what
still
I'm talking
thinking
about.
Roadrunner. Do you think Roadrunner really thought they had a chance? Is that the deal? And why were they named after a cartoon bird?
Do I think Roadrunner thought they had a chance? Now, what is that? Now, what are you asking? Because I thought for a second you were talking about the cartoon bird,
Or Red
who did
Giraffe.
have a chance.
Dude,
Red Giraffe, I completely forgot about.
sorry, Red Giraffe.
Man, I forgot
Rest
about
in
them.
peace.
The CD breakfast has got a little yarn here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Okay, we'll just look at it.
Yeah, everybody's looking
Oh,
at
look
it.
at
My
that.
brother once had his picture up on the borders near us for being with a friend who stole from there. Look who had the last laugh. Is Borders gone? Did Borders shut down?
Oh,
Is that
Borders.
right?
What was Borders? A bookstore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there a Borders downtown? Did I make it?
No,
Did
it's
they
gone.
close that?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thought there were still some Borders around.
Build a wall.
Where, it's one of them
Build a Bear.
Build a
That's
Bear.
still around.
Yeah, that's what they put up instead of the borders.
cities without borders. That's what we are.
It's beautiful.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Good one. Toot toot.
Toot toot!
All right. Now, Malthez just subscribed to Tier 1. They've subscribed for 4 months. That is beautiful to hear.
It
Beautiful,
really is.
beautiful to welcome you back,
Look at
Malthez.
you. Come back on, Malthez.
It's gorgeous.
Let's see. CD Breakfast says, nope, they're gone. They had a lot of CDs there. Oh, right. Yeah.
Not like Red Giraffe, though. I mean, so then there was like this arms race for rental. Like we had Red Giraffe and then the Road Runner and everything.
Now, are you asking why they were why they had animal names?
Mm-hmm.
And what's a red giraffe exactly?
Yeah.
I think
It's a horny giraffe. It's when he gets an erection, and it looks like one of them push pops, and everybody's like, "Oh, giraffe!" And he's.
You don't think that you're not saying that the giraffe itself turns a shade of red when it becomes aroused.
No, it's just
the way we get red when we get mad.
Yeah.
Or I do.
You know,
Or when I have any fun at all.
on a video game when you're really punching somebody good and they start blinking red and they're
That's what a giraffe looks like when it's horny?
Pop. Yeah.
Wow.
So they could have called themselves Horny Giraffe.
Yes.
But it
does
was
that have to do with
but it was the 80s or whatever, so they didn't want to call themselves Horny
you
Giraffe.
couldn't say horny in the 80s.
Yeah, you couldn't put it on a sign.
No. Not unless you were a bad guy in an 80s movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the bad guy's like, I own horny giraffe.
Right, yeah.
You know, he's the real asshole.
No, come
Right.
on, yeah.
This sleazeball owns Horny Giraffe, and then Patrick Swayze kicks him in the face.
Right, Roundhouse.
And he owns Good Boys Video.
Yeah. All right, so Roadrunner, what do you think came first? I feel like I was definitely going to Roadrunner before I was going to Red Giraffe. In this area.
Yeah.
There was a Roadrunner in St. Matthews that I used to go to all the time when I was a little boy.
Yeah, Roadrunner. Or, I mean, Blockbuster, though, right? Like, nobody really went to those places.
I went to Blockbuster.
I do think Roadrunner was named after the cartoon Roadrunner because the sign had a
yeah, but
cartoon
how did they
Roadrunner.
get that? How did they get that Roadrunner?
They must
on
have
the
gotten
sign?
big enough to be able to license it. Now,
That's crazy.
the Looney Tunes characters, as I understand it, are not shy about being printed on any and all manner of things.
Oh, they don't have to pay for that?
No, I mean, I think they probably had to pay something, but I feel like the licensing fees for Looney Tunes characters have to be very low since they are on so many things.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fine, but then...
Oh, is that fine? Is that okay with you?
It's fine with me, but you can't naming it Roadrunner.
Right.
I mean, that's the actual name of the character. Like, if they named it Fast Bird Video, and used the Roadrunner,
Right.
that would make more sense. But, like, they called it Roadrunner.
But
you would never go to
Do
Bugs
you,
Bunny
do
Video.
you think it's possible that the youngest, like, Warner brother opened Roadrunner Video, maybe?
Oh, no, that would...
Could it be something like that?
But why would they choose...
Could it?
one of the least of the favorite characters to sell...
Excuse me?
Oh, we're not doing this. We're not doing that, Hal. Come on. That's ridiculous.
You don't like Roadrunner?
Not out of all of the Looney Tunes.
I like him because he does he does two nonsense noises like me, toot toot.
It's true.
I relate to him more than anybody else
That's
on that Warner Brothers roster.
I like Taz.
Yeah, you
yeah, I
do.
could-
I'm a
that.
Taz guy.
all right.
You're a big Taz guy.
Cause he just shows up and he clearly don't give a care.
Yeah.
That is cool about Taz.
You know,
How he's just his own guy.
he just shows up speaking gibberish and he's got a wet mouth. I love how wet Taz's mouth is.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Slipping it back and forth. Oh,
yeah.
my God.
It's good
Yeah.
times.
Taz is a little more special too. Like he doesn't show up so often.
And he
Roadrunner
an
shows
event.
up a lot more often.
he can turn into a tornado. I mean, he can ruin your house.
Yeah, you sure can.
Often, yeah.
Dude, you wish you could do that. You would love it. You would love it if you could just start spinning around in a circle.
Oh, if I had a bad day and I could turn into a tornado and just kind of whip through a trailer park and ruin lives and just be like, wow, wow, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
you would do that.
I do that quite often.
You would be you would be a natural tragedy if you could.
A Tazity. That's what I would be. A natural Tazity.
That's good.
But he's got style. He's an interesting guy, and I mean I've obviously I love Taz a lot. I've got him airbrushed on the hood of my car. I mean,
Fair.
but I wouldn't call him my favorite Looney Tunes character.
You didn't actually. You called Roadrunner your favorite.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, well,
just backing up what I just said.
Oh, back it up.
Okay.
If you shave my scrotum, underneath it, if you pull up that sack,
Yeah.
I got a Taz there.
Wow.
On the underside?
Yeah, and I can kind of pull it up like bat wings. And he can be like,
so you can do a little puppet show with him.
Absolutely.
Is he upside down if you're sitting this way?
No, he's right side up.
So he's right side up if you're sitting this way. If you pull him up like this.
Yeah.
You got a right side up Taz here.
And he's got his arms up like this, you see. So then I'm pulling on the skin, and he's going,
Oh.
That's cool.
I know.
How come you've never done that?
I've never shown it to you because that's a courting thing that I do.
Oh, is that how you got your wife?
Yes.
Wow. I knew I respected her.
Yeah, she likes Taz.
All right, Swapping Spit's here. You like these names, Sean?
Yeah.
Swapping Spit is here. Dave Warner, he's talking about the youngest Warner brother who we have decided started Roadrunner Video.
And his sister died.
And backs me up, says the hood of the car is for the third or fourth favorite character. Yeah, I mean, some guys out there love their cars so much that they would only put their favorite Looney Tunes character on the hood. And look, that's just not me. I just don't like. I'm more of a Taz myself. I'm more of my own kind of guy. I don't care about my car. My car's just how I get to work, and when I need to spend time away from my wife. That's it. That's all it's for.
Can we maybe show a clip of something that's on your album?
Sure. Yeah. Let's show a clip.
Yeah, we need to promote some of Sean's beautiful music and comedy that's on his album.
I got beautiful music and comedy. Check this out.
And when we come back, Mr. Possum is gonna pull his sack out and do his little Taz dance. So if you could get. You're gonna have to take.
Work, yeah.
You're gonna have to take undo your snaps here.
Oh yeah, I'll get ready.
And get ready to do your little ball sack dance.
Now, Sean, do you need to set up this clip or anything?
Yeah. What is this?
Sure. So this is the first single, as it were, off of the album You Don't Look Funny. It's just on all of the major things, all of the streaming sites and all that type of stuff.
Right.
And this is a fun, nonsensical song about potatoes. Let's go.
Yes.
Potatoes. Now. Let's hear the song.
Yeah. This is your captain speaking. They call me Shingles because I hang from the ceiling, and because I'm it, and because my name is Sean, and because this is my single. You know, when you out at night, you got that late night craving. You tell your friend what you want to eat, but they don't understand your lingo. You say,
potato, patata. I spend the nights in Ramada. I mean, fritters won't bother. I'm jumping over the lava. Shabba, gobble, gobble. I send a message in bottle. Rolling Stones call them cobble. Burgers are my robble. Potato, patata. I spend the nights in Ramada. I mean, fritters won't bother. I'm jumping over the lava. Shabba, gobble, gobble. I send a message in bottle. Rolling Stones call them cobble. Burgers are my robble.
All right, potato, patata.
Boom.
Now, is the whole album sing 'em ups? Is there some? What's it like?
Well, it's not the whole sing 'em ups. There are 4 songs that are on there, and then there are 6 sketches, and then there are 16 stand-up performance pieces.
Okay.
Just like an Easter basket, you don't just get
Kind
eggs.
of like an Eastern basket.
Right.
Yeah.
You get all sorts of shit.
Somehow an Eastern basket.
Yeah, you said Eastern
I'm not
basket.
really sure.
Yeah.
Just depends
So-
on the location of the house, I guess.
A Far Eastern
Yeah.
basket.
Far Eastern, Middle Eastern basket, or Northeastern. Could be anywhere.
Yeah. I like them Western baskets because you get they put a little salsa in there with the eggs.
Aye. That's good.
Just eggs
Pretty
floating
good.
in salsa.
Yeah.
Pretty good. You can tell I'm a Western basket kind of guy.
I would have thought that.
Now,
Now,
me and him had a Western Easter last year.
A Western Easter?
We had a wooden basket filled
we just
up
call it
with
Western.
Western, yeah. And we had that basket filled up with salsa.
Yeah.
And then we put some eggs in there, and we was bobbing for eggs in a Western basket.
Wow.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
What
Sprinkle,
a time.
Wow.
sprinkle a little bit of them honey barbecue Fritos over that thing.
Sure.
Taz would have been proud of Hal, because he really went in there.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
got
really
salsa
got
up
it. I
his
got in there.
nose.
I got in there like Taz. Now, Bustin' Nut says, Sean, you would have loved the order on Monday. That is true. I have a show on Monday nights on our channel here where I determine the order of all things in the universe. And I ranked all the potato types.
Oh, wow.
On Monday.
Yeah, that would have. Yep, you're right. That would have loved that, actually.
We did tune in for that. That show is back, 9 p.m. Monday nights here on Big Hal and Possum. It's a show where I'm compiling a list of everything in the universe and figuring out how good it is.
A humble thing.
And the potato list is a little sub list. I've got these sub lists now where you click. Potatoes is at number 4 on the list overall right now.
Oh,
it's the fourth best thing in the universe.
Wow.
I like
right
potatoes.
now, yeah.
At the moment, yeah. I mean, the list is only 70 or something things. But potatoes is number 4.
I mean, 4 is pretty good.
4 is pretty good, but there's also some bad things on the list.
Yeah.
There's some like negative stuff. So we did a couple polls. We did polls on both. Like I did live polls where people voted as we were doing the show. We did both the types of potatoes and the preparations of potatoes.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you right now, just real quick,
on the spot,
off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Top 2 potato types. Top 2 potato preparations.
Potato types. So like, you mean like russet?
Yeah, but I mean, that would be russet versus sweet versus like
Idaho?
fingerling. Well, a russet is an Idaho basically. So, all right. Well,
Potato
okay.
Patata.
All right. Russet, fingerling, new, Yukon Gold, purple, or sweet, or sweet/yam. I put sweet and yam together.
Sweet and yam have to be up there. And yam have to be up there.
And red.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
I agree.
How about fingerling?
Red sucks.
You like fingerling potatoes?
I do.
They're almost not worth saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough.
It's like if they named it something else, you'd be like, yeah, those are great.
The Yukon Gold that feels good.
Yukon Gold is so good.
Yeah.
They're so good. And new potatoes are delicious.
Oh, yeah.
New potatoes is super up there.
Is Mr. Potato Head a type of potato? Or is he a preparation?
He's a preparation. He's a preparation of a russet.
Okay.
He's a fat little russet.
I think that's maybe one of my favorite preparations.
Is Mr. Potato? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Just some eyes stuck in there.
Yeah.
Some lips.
What's your favorite hat to put on a Mr. Potato Head?
Actually, the cowboy hat.
Wow.
It is pretty satisfying.
The cowboy Mr. Potato is the best of them.
It is.
That's why I have him airbrushed on the side of my car.
On the side of your car?
Yeah. The driver's side car door. That's where the best figure goes.
You airbrush it.
Yeah, airbrushed onto the car.
Yeah.
What's he doing? Is he saying like, fuck off, you're too close?
Or is it more like a good day to you?
It's a good day. It's a good day to you, ma'am. Oh. The one I've got on the back of my car is going fuck off. And he's got the double 6-shooters
Is it also Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
So Taz on the hood.
Taz on the hood.
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head on the driver's side door.
And on the back.
And on the back. Pointing his 6-shooters.
Nothing on the passenger side.
Oh no! Mrs. Piggy is on the.
Miss Piggy?
Miss Piggy, yeah, from the Muppets. Is on the. It's the sexiest one. It's the.
Ooh.
She's reclining. She's got her cleavage out.
Yeah.
She's sort of in a night like what do you call that? Like an evening gown.
Mm-hmm.
She's sort of reclining across the entire passenger side of the vehicle.
Miss Piggy, was she supposed to be sexy? Oh, I heard you guys talking about Peggy Bundy.
Yeah, Peg Bundy,
and how she was supposed to not be sexy, but she
inadvertently was sexy. Yeah,
but was Piggy the opposite of that, where she's a pig and she's not necessarily supposed to be? I mean, what you wouldn't think a pig would be, but they kept dressing her up like she should be.
Now, what sort of context clues are you using to determine that Mrs. Piggy is not supposed to be? I'm sorry, excuse me, Miss Piggy. I call the one on my car Mrs. Piggy.
Sure, yeah.
Let's not get into that.
Surnames.
But Miss Piggy, what sort of context clues are you using to determine that she's not supposed to be sexy?
Oh, well, she's a Muppet.
Yeah, but she's got eye makeup on, Sean.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
She has big she has big eyelashes.
Well, I just assume Muppets aren't. There's no other Muppet that is exposed. Like when you mentioned that she had boobs, I just realized that I have.
Yeah, she has boobs.
No other lady Muppets have boobs.
I mean, you can see Kermit's whole leg.
Yeah. I think some of them have. I think some of them do have boobs.
No,
they just don't use them kind of as well as provocatively. Or as well as Miss Piggy. I think Miss Piggy's supposed to be a sex bot. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
She's got hooters. She's got a sexy voice. She's mean to everyone around her.
Think she's got a sexy voice?
Oh yeah. Huh. One of the sexiest. Would I have her on my car?
You just double dipped.
And just something about the way she treats everybody around her. I mean, that's just. Ooh boy, that gets me redder than a giraffe.
You get the reference.
Yeah. All right, so
she's just got this sassy attitude that I think is sexy.
Okay, well, yeah, but you do think that they were intentionally making her sexy?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Why do you think they did that?
Oh, so Daddy has something to watch when he has to go to the movie theater.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it is.
How about that pig?
Yeah, he comes out. It's like, you kids had a good time. Daddy had that pig to watch.
Gotta have something for Daddy.
You gotta have it.
I gotta root around in mud. Sit down.
Y'all like that rainbow connection, huh?
Daddy had
that pig to watch.
I was there with the boys, and they was talking the whole time like they do, jibber jabber and asking questions. And then Miss Piggy came on, and I said, "Shut your goddamn mouth."
All right.
This is for me.
This is my time.
Oh, man.
My time with Peggy. So, Sean, you haven't answered what would be your number one and number two. Or how about this? Let's make it even easier. Or harder.
Too hard.
Or harder. The kids get puppies. Daddy gets a little pork show.
That's right.
All right. Now. Now you pick. How about this? I'll make it even more easy by adding another layer of it.
Oh, God.
You pick whether you want to do your top two favorite types of potato, or whether you want to do your favorite type of potato and your least favorite type of potato.
Two favorite top potatoes.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely gonna go with the yams.
Okay.
Up front.
As number one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
that's correct. That's the correct choice. Sweet potatoes are the king of potatoes.
Russet only because there's so many things you can do with a russet.
Absolutely true.
That's that flexibility is key when it comes to potato, which is really also why I like the yam, because you can do a lot with that. You can do the same, but you can't really sweeten a russet.
Exactly. Well, and we talked about that too, because the yam is the only one of them that also works as a dessert.
Right.
So it's like
that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. You can do everything you can do with everything else, but you can also make a dessert out of it. Yeah. Now, so you're exactly correct. That's the official order.
It's the right number.
Here on Big Highland Possum is sweet potato / yam, followed by russet.
Good to know.
And I think new is after that or something like that. But so congratulations, you're correct. What are your two favorite preparations?
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head.
And I like to cut a russet and put it in the air fryer and have like little potato chip, like they're almost like French fries.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Delicious. Well,
I'm gonna let that just be French fries. Can we just make that be French fries? Because then you can include that with all the other good French fries you've had in your life.
Okay.
And that is a great preparation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
French
a classic preparation.
What would Mr. Potato Head be like if he was a sweet potato and not a russet?
Ooh.
What, do you think that it would change his personality?
I think it would.
I mean,
That's
he'd
a
have
great
body
question.
image issues probably because he's really skinny up top and then it gets fat in the middle. It's not like a consistent round, so
Yeah.
you got to be kind of concerned about what's happening when your head's so small.
He'd be all lumpy.
Head is very small, very, very bulbous towards the middle, and also called sweet. So Mr. Sweet Potato.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Have you ever met a nice person named Christian?
No.
I haven't either. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's a lot of pressure just to live up to being a sweet.
Oh, you're Christian and sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
What if he just called him Mr. Yam? Would that be less pressure?
Mr. Yam.
Mr. Yammy Pants.
No, when you put the pants on it, it's mocking, I think.
Yeah,
I feel like I want sweet potatoes and yams to both be women, to be honest.
Okay.
No offense to Mrs.
Any
Dillies.
male sweet potatoes out there?
Mrs. Sweet Potato. And she's still gonna be lumpy. You gotta give her something to
It's
flatter
those-
her
Yeah,
figure.
it's
I gotta
okay,
say,
though.
yeah, those are. Now we've turned them into bodacious curves.
That's right.
Yeah.
I see.
And a little tiny head on a dame. Who's mad at that?
I mean,
Who's pissed about that? Little
can-
tiny head.
on a dame. Tiny head on a dame.
Little tiny head on a dame. Welcome back to
Look at the gams on that yam.
1942. Yeah, we have traveled back in time to where it was okay for me to say stuff like "little head on a dame." But we're talking about yams. We're talking about yams here on the show.
It's about time. I'm glad we're doing this now.
Speaking of about time, you also have
yeah.
a show called About Time.
I do have a podcast called that.
We're not making that up just because he just happened to say it.
Nope. I actually made the podcast because I say it a whole lot.
Sean has a very funny podcast called About Time. I've been on there a couple times. Mr. Possum's been on there.
Yeah. I know.
Thanks for your help with the plug.
He knows.
I know.
Who have you had on recently, Sean?
Oh man, who have we had on recently? I can't remember anybody. Not one person.
That's
Total
because you live in the moment.
Yeah.
I do. That's actually very true. That's true, Possum.
You know, you get all caught up on all that past wish-wash. Ooh, I'm gonna remember this so I can tell Big Hal, but then you're just not living in the moment enough.
That's right.
That
Who
seemed like a
gives
little.
shit?
That seemed like it was inside your head. What you were just saying there, like you gave us a little taste of your thoughts.
I'll give you a taste of my thoughts right now.
Okay, please do.
You just stepped in it, buddy boy. Yeah.
Is that your thoughts? That's the thought you were having?
Yes, sir.
Now, so that's you living in the moment.
Yes.
So it's not, that thought's not related to anything that happened before or after that moment.
Correct.
Okay. Makes perfect sense.
And the thought is over, and I'm ready for a new moment.
Yeah. Let's have another taste of your head.
What was that?
Can we have another taste of the thoughts inside your head?
There we go.
Just give us this moment right now.
I'm blank.
Wow.
Not thinking about nothing.
That's beautiful. That's very zen.
Yeah.
That's where I was. That's good.
All right. So, but you have comedians on your podcast.
I do. Had comedians. I've had. We just had some people from Hinge Hunt on there. Grant Vance was on there. It was first time meeting him. Ashley Nicole's a new comedian in Louisville that we just had on there.
Sweet.
Try to get some of the newer ones, new people in, so we can kind of introduce them to the community and let people know who they are and what they're about, and then also just unique creative types who are in the city and we get on there. I believe next week we're going to have Jackie Doyle on there.
Oh, really?
Who is a lady jockey that participated in the Oaks this past year.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So there's a lot of different people. So
Now, how'd you land a jockey?
You
Did you have to go to the track?
Nope. No, I did a show for the Galt House where I was interviewing jockeys and
Oh, cool.
hit it off with her. She was really nice, and so yeah. And you guys can see that if you want. You can go on Sean Smith SMYPH.com and check it out.
You have a website?
I have a website now.
He's got a website, folks.
I do. I
Wow.
got all stuff on there.
Do you have fun stuff on there? You got like the little dancing Ally McBeal baby? And
I
stuff?
don't, but man, that would be good.
Do you have a bonsai buddy over there?
No, I don't even remember what that is. I remember
It's that little
first-
it's that little purple monkey that does this, and like a little message pops up.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see that.
Yeah, pretty great.
It's on GeoCities. Check it out.
CompuServe.com.
And once again, be sure to listen to Sean's brand new album. It's fantastic. It's over on all your streaming platforms. It's on YouTube as well. You can
It
just
is on
just
YouTube.
pull up. If you want to listen to it at a shitty bit rate, just pull it up on YouTube and just hit play on that crap.
Take your time.
All right. Should we play a game?
Yes.
Yeah, play a little.
You want to
play? Live with that.
You want to play a little game? Called I Can Live With That? All right, folks. This is a game we invented here on the show called I Can Live With That. Friends, the way
Greeks, country people, pumpkins,
potato people,
yams, female yams.
yam dames.
Go on.
The way I Can Live With That is played is you're given a scenario, not unlike Would You Rather. You're given a single scenario, but unlike Would You Rather, you're not given a choice between that scenario and another scenario. And it's a game of optimism where you have to figure out how you're going to live with the crap sandwich that you are fed.
You're not allowed to try to worm your way out of it and get out of it. That's not an option. You
Right.
gotta live with it.
You have to live with it.
Also, second rule, you're not allowed to die. You can't just die.
You can't just die.
You're gonna want to because everybody gets served up a situation that's not ideal.
Yeah. None of these situations will be ideal.
This almost doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, it's an
It's-
exercise in optimism.
It's an exercise in optimism, and
I'm
sometimes
with that.
sometimes it's an exercise in finding out how much an outsider would hate your life.
Okay.
Since pretty sure last week I just gave our guest my life as a scenario, and they rejected it.
Yes, they rejected it.
Wow.
You didn't really.
Well, no, that wasn't last week. Last week we had Trashy on. It was the week before that.
You did kind of paint your life to be intolerable.
Did I?
Yes.
Wow, I must have been in a mood. You know what I mean?
I hope you're feeling more spunky tonight.
Yeah. So Sean, your first scenario is my life.
Okay.
No. Don't you do that.
Not gonna do that again. Don't want to punish myself again
I
that
can
much.
live with it.
Really?
I mean, you haven't described it yet.
That's the right attitude. though.
Yeah. Well, you've heard about my car.
Yep, I can live with your car.
Okay. All right.
All right.
there we go.
Who's going first? Hal, you got one?
I do. I have one.
Yeah.
How about do you want me to give you one, Mr. Possum?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Give it here.
Mr. Possum. Your name is Dexter Cube.
Dexter Cube. Cool.
Yeah. You're one of the coolest skaters in late 70s counterculture, Southern California skater culture. Excuse me, I said culture twice.
I mean,
Lower,
he's deep in it.
late 70s skater counterculture.
Got it.
Those guys, those Dogtown guys who are like skating around in empty abandoned pools and
On
stuff.
roller skates.
On skateboards.
I don't think I can live with that. It doesn't sound very cool. Just kidding. It sounds so tight. What's
Yeah.
happening next?
You're one of the coolest guys. All right?
Okay.
Now, your best friend is a guy named Bradical Steve,
Radical Steve.
right?
Glad to be a friend. Go on.
He's also one of the coolest guys in the SoCal late 70s skater scene,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now, one day, you two are skating in an abandoned pool. Oh, it's cool. It's great. There's booze. There's babes. There's drugs.
Oh, yes.
Everybody's just having a great time.
Oh, what?
Yep. Now, Radical Brad, or Bradical
Yes, he's no.
Steve, as his actual given name is.
Wow.
He
Okay.
he's skating across the bottom of the pool, and he hits the drain, and it catches his wheels,
Okay.
and smack, he hits the side of the pool with his face, smashes his face all up.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Is it funny?
It's terrifying.
Okay.
It's not funny at all.
Okay.
The girls are horrified.
Oh, no. He takes
Right.
off the checks.
Yeah, one of them's having a trip, and she and not a trip like Radical Steve just had, but she's tripping on drugs, and she starts to have a bad trip.
What the hell?
She starts freaking out,
Okay.
and the whole day just goes right to shit. Right? Okay. So everything's a mess. Sirens, ambulance comes.
Blood.
Ambulance comes, takes your buddy Steve away, and then you find over the course of the next 6 months of being a cool skater guy that you sort of lose your edge a little bit because you're scared. You're scared of these drains. You're scared. You're scared you're going to do something stupid in front of a bunch of girls. And you find that your confidence that allowed you to get radical verts before has gone away. And you become a pretty lame skater. Like a pretty safe, lame skater.
Yeah.
You show up somewhere with knee pads on.
Yeah.
You start talking to the guys about maybe wearing helmets and stuff.
Yeah, I'm knocking cigarettes out of people's mouths.
Yeah. And everybody in that scene starts to hate you.
And in this scenario, I'm kind of a Spuds McKenzie. I like to party.
You were, but you've lost. Let's call it your. I don't know what the skater version of mojo is. Mojo. You've lost your mojo, baby.
Gojo.
SoCal.
I'm worried we might have.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay. Hoping everybody can still see what's going on with this game. So anyway, the long story short is you've lost your skater mojo.
Okay, well, I hate to disappoint you, but I know exactly how I'm going to live with this.
How are you going to live with it?
Sometimes you gotta take a shriveled old grape and turn it into something people can buy, like a raisin. So here's my raisin that I'm gonna make out of that nasty old grape. I'm gonna become the country's #1 safety skater. I'm gonna dress up like a big old Band-Aid. And in fact, my skateboard's gonna look like a Band-Aid. And I'm gonna go around doing safe tricks on level ground and telling kids
responsible tricks.
So I'm gonna be like, here's how you don't break your face.
Right.
Here's how you deal with a cigarette. And I take somebody's cigarette and I chop it with scissors.
Right.
You know, and all of a sudden, I got lots of work to do. You know, I'm not the coolest guy in the world anymore.
No, you're not. If what you've described to me is your path, you become one of the most hated creatures in the whole skating world.
Yeah.
They hate you. All the babes turn their backs on you. Your days of partying and drugs and all that cool stuff are all over.
If I'm being honest, I'm sure I could find a babe who's into safety.
Well, you don't.
I don't.
Nope.
I guess I'll just be alone and with an intact face. I can live with that.
Alone with an intact face.
Why not?
That's a good way to put it.
All right. I guess you're living with that.
I'm living with it.
I feel like I should be making this harder for you.
No, you aren't. It's a good challenge.
Yeah.
It's a good challenge.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like you embrace being a nerd a little more than I expected.
Yeah.
Like I thought you weren't a nerd, but I feel like maybe at heart you are a nerd, and that's why you embrace this scenario so much.
This is the beauty of this game we made up, is because in this scenario, I have no other choice but to be a nerd. I might as well make peace with.
You have no other choice but to become a nerd?
No.
Seems like you could probably work your way through it. Start small, but work your confidence back up. I mean, that would be one approach somebody would take. Your approach, apparently, is to become a nerd really fast.
Yeah, I'd go as slow as I could on the skateboard, for one.
Yeah.
I would actually lay on my belly on the skateboard and kind of just
So you'd be doing...
slink along. And be
you'd
like,
show up...
this is safe.
Yeah, okay. You jump right into that.
I'd go right on my belly.
All right.
And I'd be like, see, kids, it's kind of like swimming.
Yeah.
No sharks in here, though.
Right. Safer than swimming.
Safer.
Unless there's a road nearby. In which case, it's probably statistically more dangerous than swimming.
And plus, since I ain't getting none, I can kind of press my crotch against that skateboard without pushing myself around. Maybe kind of get my jollies that way.
Man, you are... I did not factor in what a sad creature you are, and how much you would embrace even the lowest, like, most pathetic lifestyles.
No, you often forget to factor in how sad of a creature I am. That's true.
Yeah. All right.
I would be happy to press my crotch into a skateboard and crawl around on my belly. I can live with that.
Okay. All right. So, moving on. Do you have one for Mr. Smith, or do you? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You got one, Sean?
No, but I can do one. I'll make one. Who would I'm doing one for you?
Anybody could do one for anybody.
Okay.
It's
Here's one for the both of you.
Okay.
oh for whoa okay.
Yep. I'm interested for both of you to answer.
We don't normally do it that way, but we'll make an exception for you, Sean.
Okay. All right. So you are both a part of a comedy duo, right? And it was certified in the 80s.
Okay.
And you both had your big break on Johnny Carson.
Oh, cool.
And it was really well.
I can live with that.
And then
I can live with that. I can live with that. That's my Johnny Carson.
That was a good. Yeah.
Really good, right?
Fantastic.
Do you have an Ed McMahon possum?
Yes, sir.
That was good. That was good. Wait, can you do
Hey-o.
Jada Wombat's here. Toot toot. Welcome home from work.
Welcome home from work, Wombat. So, you were in riding back from Burbank, as it were.
Okay.
And you got into a motorcycle accident.
We were on motorcycles to get together.
Together, tandem. Mm-hmm.
Like a sidecar?
Or like a sidecar. Was he in the sidecar of the motorcycle?
No.
Oh,
Tandem motorcycle.
Tandem motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You both.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
I know, it was weird, but that was part of your.
That was part of our
stick.
comedy
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's
and,
cool.
Yeah. But unfortunately, you got into a motorcycle accident where the back of your head went into the front of Possum's head.
I think I see
and
where
then you
this is
guys
going.
became literally a tandem comedy duo.
Wow.
Right?
Oh,
Okay.
So, you had to put your arms behind your back, and he used his hands in front to.
Now wait, who's in front and who's in back?
You're in
who's
front.
the I'm the face.
Yes,
I'm the face
You're
of
the
the
face
comedy
of the
duo.
comedy duo.
Well, that's good. That's
But he's the hands.
dodged
of the
a bullet
duo.
there. You know what I mean?
He's the hands of the comedy duo.
Yeah.
And the only way that you can talk is if he speaks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, okay, do I have my whole own brain, or have our brains been mashed together?
Your brains are conjoined, but you're still like you have separate thoughts.
Right.
But the only way that you can speak is through his mouth.
Right, but
he's
so
talking-
can he hear my thoughts?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he can hear your thoughts.
Oh boy.
He can choose
You are in-
not
you
to
are-
say what
Listen.
is in your
Look,
thoughts.
Hey, the human mind is a mystery. Sometimes people have weird thoughts. Okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I was going to say the same thing. to
just
you.
because I think about something doesn't mean I want to do it.
Right.
Right. Okay. All right. We'll just get that. We'll just clear that up right off the bat.
Who's got the butt?
I guess
Which one of our butts poops?
it would be you, but it would only be when he's hungry. I mean, when he's got to use the bathroom.
When I'm hungry, you poop.
Yes.
That's
Wait.
unfortunate for you. Every sandwich you have, I'm going to be shitting through it.
Every sandwich you have. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Could you live with being conjoined, but you don't get to speak, and no one ever gets to see you, and he would be using your voice,
Right.
but
I would say everything he wants to say.
yes,
And
but no one ever gets to see you.
I'm
and
just inside of it.
if I think
Well,
something,
you're behind him.
Okay.
I have two really important questions. One is, if I want to say something, does he have to say it?
You have to ask him if he'll say.
I have to ask him like mentally.
Yep.
So if he says no, I'm not saying that, he won't say it.
Unless he says no, I'm not saying that out loud. Then you look like a crazy person.
No, but I mean, he would tell that to me in our brains. He would
Oh,
say
yeah,
like
yeah, you can
he
hear-
would say, I would be like, can we
Yeah.
can we hurry this conversation up or something like that? And he would say, I'm not saying that.
Right. He's in control of
you're
the words.
You're stuck in this conversation that we're having with like a slug right now.
Yes.
All right. Now my second question is his dick in my butt?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's just a.
Dick
That
sold-
sometimes happens when people get in tandem
Sure.
accidents.
It's dick sold separately. Yeah.
Where'd my dick go?
No, it's still there. It's you're really conjoined mostly like from the heart up. And
So we have independent lower sections,
well, then it comes back together in the lower section.
but we're separate. We're like
We're separate in the stomach.
we have like we have a little Holy Spirit in
Yeah,
between us in the sex area.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Is he gonna be attracted to possums sexually?
I mean, that's up to him.
Has it affected my brain where I am attracted to possums?
I can see that being possible. Yes, we'll go with that.
Or should I say more attracted to
Well,
possums?
I would say that you guys would be attracted to what both of you are attracted to.
So we've become a singular like hybrid sexual force.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's
Do we
intriguing.
do we need to feed on human blood to survive?
Probably. Yeah, I would guess so.
Kind of seems like the kind of creature that would, Sean.
I mean, it's part of it, you know.
We need blood.
So we do need blood.
Some blood. You know. Not like as the main course, but yeah, I mean, I think.
Just a little blood.
Yeah, just.
We need like a bottle of blood with dinner every
Yeah,
night.
just a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna get that blood, Big Hal?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we could figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
Right.
You're the face of this operation. You're the one
Mm-hmm.
who's gotta.
But could you live with him being the face of the operation?
Well, it does bother me a little bit. Now, I've not been told I'm the most handsome of creatures, but I do think that I'm more handsome than him. So it bothers me that I've have to wear around that face.
Mm-hmm.
What's that mean?
Well, I just kind of imagine you walking around and people being like, oh, you remind me of Zach Galifianakis.
Okay.
And I think that would get on my nerves.
That would get on your nerves,
You'd be
huh?
able to voice that to him, though. You could tell them that he got on your nerves.
I mean, we could just pretend to be Zach Galifianakis.
We could.
You know what kind of parties we could get into if we were Zach Galifianakis?
He is kind of part possum.
Yeah, I guess.
We'd be like,
maybe
we'd
he's got
just
a
show up and we'd
possum
be
in
like, hey, you got a fanny pack on, I'm a hangover guy, yeah!
there. We could try
We can
it.
do that.
We could try
Let's
it.
do that.
But then once everybody finds out that there's a possum in that machine, I think that it could screw some things up.
I mean,
You
then
gotta
they would
be
be like,
careful.
that's totally Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
What does Zach Galifianakis
TMZ
say
would
to
be
do?
like Zach Galifianakis walking around with
Hilarious possum on his back.
he's got a
Whimsical possum.
check out Zach Galifianakis' furry ass. That's what it would be.
So
TMZ.
that's how we'll live with it. We'll just kind of be a celebrity impersonator.
Yeah, we'll be a parasite to celebrity. So like a sort of double parasite.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I wouldn't mind being a double parasite.
Yes.
Twice the meal.
Yeah. I love it. And then if we're Zach Galifianakis with a furry butt, we can have all the blood we want.
Sure.
Naturally, yeah.
Right.
That explains itself.
All right. So we can live with that.
All right, one more and then we're going to bed, baby.
Ow.
All right, John, you ready?
Been ready.
You are married to Miss Piggy,
Oh, shit.
and she wants it every night.
What the hell? Why didn't you give me this one?
Because it's more of a problem for him. He's not attracted to Miss Piggy. You are. You'd hit that.
I don't know. I mean, I think maybe even having said I wasn't sure I wanted to hit Miss Piggy, I think you could still probably live with getting it from her every night.
I mean,
Okay. You know that material that's on her body?
uh-huh.
That she's like that inside and out, son.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Well, that's fine.
uncomfortable.
It's expected. It's
fine.
uncomfortable?
Yes. Felt? Just some old dry felt? Scratchy?
Do you have one of them weird animal wiener things? Where it's
Yeah.
like extra sensitive, like a dog wiener?
Got a
Me?
prong.
You got one of them prong ass things?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
What the hell you talking about, son? I'm trying to set up a scenario. You're asking about my penis?
Well, I'm just wondering because you seem to think that that Miss Piggy's like felt body would feel bad.
It would feel bad.
I mean, there's a hand inside of her all the time.
Man, there's that.
Does the hand stay in there all the time?
The hand stands in there, or else she's just limp. It's improper. She's
There's
gotta
a limp hand inside of Miss Piggy the entire time?
No, if nobody's got a hand up and then she's just sleeping.
Oh, she's limp.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how she's animated.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, like, so when you're saying she wants it every night, what is the it?
She wants hot sex.
Okay.
And that dry old felty crotch.
Okay.
Felty.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm going to leave this. Again, is there a hand still in there?
Oh, yeah, there's a hand in there.
Oh, yeah, I can live with that.
Yeah, you can. Come on. Talk about an easy one.
But you can't fool with the hand.
You kind of have to, would you?
The hand is doing the eyes and the arms and stuff. He's not doing nothing to you.
I mean, it's still kind of, you can work with that.
Yeah.
I guess.
You can figure out a way around all of that.
I mean, if you're like, hey, Piggy, like, close one eye and lift your arm up this way, you can kind of direct where the hand's going.
Exactly. Precisely.
There you go. I guess
You
that's
figured it out.
Oh, yeah. I can live with that.
All right. All right. Well, that was been our show.
That was been it.
This outro was written by me.
Yeah. What a pleasure to have Sean Smith on the show tonight, celebrating his new album. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It's funny.
Very
It's
funny.
funny.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Has one of my favorite jokes on it.
You ever
it's
seen
in
a
the-
mirror? That one?
Well, that's the one from the rodeo sketch you got on there.
Yeah.
You it's just about to do your bit from your CD.
Do it.
But
Perfect.
well, it's just like an observational comedian, and he says, "Have you ever seen a baby?" It's just like a small version of a person, and then he goes, and then the tag on it is, "Y'all ever seen a mirror?" It's really, really funny in the context, but I love that joke. I love that he's both asking if people have ever seen how weird a mirror is. He's also saying, like,
Just curious.
he's like, y'all ever seen a mirror? And it's the idea that whenever he looks into a mirror, he's the one in it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cell phone as well, which is great. It's a great joke.
Yeah.
That is a great joke, especially in the context of that rodeo sketch. I love that.
Thanks, Bustin' Nut.
Bustin' Nut says, "Cool to meet you, Sean. I'll definitely check out your stuff."
Yeah,
everybody
check it out.
should. Everybody in the chat, please be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like us. Get notifications. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to tune into our various shows, especially this one, and also don't forget to add Sean's album on your Apple Music or whatever, however you do it.
SeanSmith.com. Go there. You can find all that stuff there. You can find Hinge Hunt there. Hinge Hunt just ended.
Hench Hunt is also a show that Sean is on.
Yeah. Did you get to watch any of that?
I actually just started watching it the other day.
It's really good.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's funny. It's good stuff.
Oh, tell them about your Friday night shows, and then we'll go to bed.
Okay. I got shows on Friday at the Bardstown called the 5 Spot Comedy Show and
5 Spot.
Yep.
Yeah, it's in
5 Spot.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Bardstown.
Louisville, Kentucky. Just go there. Lots of stuff and shows and stuff.
All right.
I'm doing the Fringe Festival submissions this Saturday. If anybody's in Louisville and wants to come out, that'll be at a
Mile Wide Brewery
Brewery
on Barrett
8?
Street.
or 7.
It's at 8. I don't know. I don't know that information.
It's on the website. If you
Yeah.
go to Sean Smith, it's there.
Go to SeanSmith.com, and that is SMYPH.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. Gigs coming up. You got any gigs coming up, Mr. Possum?
Tell the truth.
Well, I don't.
Okay. Well, I, of course, have the order next Monday night at 9 p.m. on this here channel exactly. And I think I'm going to play my new record all the way through
Oh, wow.
on that episode of the order. I'm also going to preview live my new record at Kaiju. You know what? Maybe I won't do the album on the order because I want people to come to the Kaiju thing.
There you go.
Next Thursday, June 20th, I will be premiering, be having like a listening party for all my friends here in Louisville, Kentucky at Kaiju. I'm probably going to show some
out there. Do people know this is happening yet?
I have not, because I don't have a poster for it yet.
There you go.
But tomorrow I should be launching this information. So this is brand new, hot. It's a hot potato right out of the oven. This is a hot, sweet yam right out of the oven for you. If you live anywhere in the area, clear your calendar. June 20th at like 9 p.m. at Kaiju in Louisville. You can come and hang out with me. I'm going to rip off Sean, because you did this at your album release, where you talked about the songs before you did them, or before you played them. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to show some former videos. I'm going to play the whole album and talk about some songs and talk to people about the songs. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I'm going to rip you off to the best of my ability.
I love hearing how the sauce is made, so I think that's awesome.
And then my new album comes out the following day on all your platforms, unless Spotify drags its feet on it, which they are known to do. But the rest of the platforms, it will be available on June 21st. Brand new Howell Doughty record called "It's Gonna Stink."
Wow, wow, wow.
That's tight. And I'm going to be behind the Fazoli's dumpster, eating the softest of raviolis that I can. Trying to eat some spaghetti with my hands, which should be funny. I've got I've got Tin Can Willie open for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's big get.
Tin Can Willie is pretty big get.
Pretty big get.
Now he's a intestinal worm, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I got Hot Spoon Charlie.
Uh-huh.
He's a cricket. He's gonna feature for me.
It's not hard to imagine why a cricket would be named Hot Spoon Charlie.
No, it's not.
I really hope that Radical Brad, also known as Bradical Steve, shows back up too.
I just hope he don't psych me out. Trip on something, make me not want to eat behind dumpsters.
He's your oldest best friend.
Yeah.
Man, you guys were Huck and Tom Sawyer back in the day.
Yeah, he was Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I'm out of wet. Love y'all. Are you doing your show Sunday night?
Oh, I think we might be premiering a new show. Greg Welsh is going a comedian around. He's going to be putting on a show.
A new show on our stream Sunday night. Wow.
It's going to be fun. It's called The Sixth.
It's called Part 6.
Part 6.
There we go.
And it's about the 6th movie in a series.
Oh.
You know, we're just going to make up the 6th part of the series.
Right.
I like that.
He's going to have a co-host who's pretty funny. It's not going to be me.
Okay.
It's going to be some man.
Is it rotating co-hosts? Or is it the same co-host?
I think it's the same guy. I don't know who he is.
Okay.
That'll be funny.
It won't be me, though.
All right.
You know.
Well, that's good. That leaves something special for me. That leaves something special for me on Wednesday nights, because I get to have you as my co-host, as both my co-host and the back of my head and my ass.
That's correct. We're going to shit out your butt.
We are going to shit out your butt, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe to this. We're done. So, I think we said everything. I think we plugged everything.
Yeah.
The Order Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Gaming with Junkus, a.k.a. Trashy now, is Tuesday nights, 6:30.
Did I miss that?
No, Junkus has disappeared. Nobody cares. But there's a different Junkus named Trashy.
Oh.
Who has sort of taken over his life, if you can call that a life, and is playing much more fun, having a lot more fun, playing video games on our stream on Tuesday evenings at 6:30 Eastern Time p.m. Be sure to man, did Trashy have a great stream the other night. He was doing a lot of magical spells in Skyrim where he was like changing people's outfits.
Oh, that's fun.
It was mayhem.
Yeah.
He was walking around changing people's outfits. And then he started an NPC war where all the NPCs in the game just went to war with each other.
That's fun.
It was mayhem there at the end. He was doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
It was great.
All right.
So be sure to check out Trashy's stream whenever he's on, which is 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday nights. I am Big Hal Doughty.
I'm Big Hal Doughty.
This is also Big Hal Doughty.
I'm Roadrunner Video.
And this is our friend Roadrunner Video.
Meep meep.
Meep meep, everybody.
Meep meep.
Big howlin' possum.
Toot toot.